Mike Bot here. I'm back today with a new product review. I recently got rid of my Canon Rebel T7i camera, so I decided to replace it with the newer T7i Rebel camera. I know the T8 is coming out soon, or it might even be out depending on where you live, but for now this is what I had available to me, and it was on sale, and I love sales. So what's special about this camera is that it was a special holiday bundle, so it came with a bunch of stuff for a fixed price. Now these are considered entry-level cameras, so it's not a really high-end camera, but for an entry-level DSLR camera, this is a pretty wicked camera, especially because I had the T7i, so I know what they're capable of and what they're good for. So I guess some of the specialties with this camera, it has a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor on it. It's got the, I think they call it the Digic 7 image processor in there. It has the tilt swivel screen like most cameras, but this one is touchscreen as well. It's got the native ISO range from 100 to I think it was 25,000 range. It's also got the dual pixel CMOS autofocus. It's full HD. I believe it does 4K as well to some degree. It's also 30 frames per second. It's got NFC and Wi-Fi as it shows right at the top there. And it's also got Bluetooth. So compared to my T7i Rebel, this is a massive improvement. This video will be basically unboxing, looking through the basic features maybe, but I'm not going to be doing a full-on in-depth review of this camera until I can get it all set up, play around with it, and go around taking some nice photos. So this is going to be a two-part series then. Part one, unboxing this bad boy, opening it up, taking a look at what comes in a package and all that fun stuff. And then part two, which will be the in-depth review. So the bundle here comes with a case, a 32 gig memory card, which is today's standards, that's nothing, and a screen protector as well. So without further ado, I am going to start the unboxing. So I'm just going to take my knife out here. Try not to slice myself. Yes, I am using a butcher knife. Hopefully I didn't slice the case open in that. Okay, so what do we have in here? So we'll start with the case. It's got a nice, simple, clean case. Tear open the packaging. Very straightforward. Clip. A strap in here. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to fit all my extra lenses, but it'll do. By the way, I do have two other lenses I use. So I got my telescopic lens, which, what was it? Yeah, 75 to 300 millimeters. So it's not a high-end telephoto lens, but it's good for what it is. Then I got my macro lens. Okay, so what else is in here? And, oh, got the screen protector. It's a tempered glass one. Not sure if that's a good thing, because if that cracks, it's gonna look like my screen cracked. Adjust the camera here, and that's it for the box. So from there, we'll go ahead and unbox the camera itself. So 32 gig card it came with. Keep hitting my camera, so I just gotta check to make sure we didn't lose the image here. I guess you can get an app or something. What is this? Paperwork, big thick manual. It's a lot of, they must have cut down a forest to make this book. Warranty card. Charger. They still have, these things are so big. I don't know why they don't just minimize them. Oh, at least it's got the built-in plug now, so there's no extra cable there. The battery. I'm saying shoot because I have a bunch of other batteries from my old camera and I hope they're compatible. So that's the battery it came with. These are my other batteries I had. So this is a slap in the face. The entire reason I went with Canon again was so I could reuse all my spare batteries. Damn it. And then we'll take out the camera next. Nice little protective cloth. It feels just like the T7i Rebel I had before. Yeah, my lenses should work there. It's fairly lightweight, feels kind of cheap. Okay. And then the strap for the camera. That's it for the box. And the most important part, the lens. (18 to 55 millimeters). It's a decent lens actually. It's probably where most of the cost went. The lens has autofocus, stabilizers, like your typical lenses basically. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna charge this battery, which is a slap in my face because I can't use my old batteries. And I'll probably have to place an order on Amazon for more batteries. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge this up and then continue the video. While the battery is still charging, I went ahead and installed the battery. I went ahead and installed the SD card in here. And I also put on the screen protector. Basically for the screen protector, what I did was I used an alcohol wipe. And then after the alcohol wipe, I used a microfiber cloth. And then I just placed the glass right on. It's basically, I guess you could say perfectly aligned. So other than that, I attached the strap onto the camera itself. And then I attached the strap onto the bag. The lens is still there, haven't installed it yet. Actually I'll install it now. So basically to install it, you just undo that cover, undo the back cover of the lens, and then you go ahead and slowly, you gotta make sure you align it. Align the copper or gold connectors and then twist it on gently. And then there it is, the lens is on. The lens is on. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for the camera's battery to finish charging, and then we'll proceed with the next stage. All right, so the battery is finally charged. Took about, say what, 3 hours, give or take. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. I'm gonna turn on the camera. Let's set the date. When are we today? Oh, great. Okay, I'll set the date after. So let's just see what the lens looks like. It's pretty standard stuff, touch screen. Just shut it off. Okay, so like I said, this video is more of an unboxing, and now I've basically accomplished everything in this video that I wanted to do. So part 2 of the video is going to be basically testing the camera out with all the different lenses, going through all the feature sets and everything. Overall, the build of the camera seems pretty decent. It's got a nice little grip here. I'm not going to go through all the buttons in this video. That's going to be for part 2. This is obviously where you would put your flash or microphone or whatever attachments you end up buying for this camera. Got a nice little grip here, a nice little grip there. Your fingers fit in actually really well that way. The camera feels well balanced. It's light, not too heavy. The material is okay. It's not like high-end material. The microphone holes are there. The built-in flash is right here. That flash typically is okay. You might want to get a better one depending on how much of a photographer you are. Other than that, I think that's it for this video. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. MikeBot out.